Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be covering some important MCQs of UGC NET English literature. When I was analyzing previous year question papers, I think that this time these questions might be asked. I have separated some important questions from the last year question papers. I would recommend you all to sit with a notepad and a pen so that you can write down the important points that I will be talking about the text or maybe the writer or anything that is related to the question. So let's start with the first question. Jonathan Swift's Gulliver Travels is written in how many parts? So Jonathan Swift was an Anglo-Irish author. Please note this down. And this text was anonymously published in the year 1726. I repeat, 1726. Years are very important, writers are very important, and the text which they have written is very important. So this was written by Jonathan Swift, and this text is in 4 parts. So I will be dictating the 4 parts. Please note it down. Part 1 is Voyage to Lilliput. Part 2 is Voyage to Brobdingnag, Brodingag, Brobdingnag. Part 3 is Voyage to Laputa, Laputa. Next is Voyage to Hymens, Houyhnms. So these are all the 4 parts. Please note it down, and if I am moving or speaking a bit faster, so you all can pause the video and then note all the important points. I'll be going a little bit faster because there are a lot of MCQs, and I will not just be dictating the answer but telling you some basic important things about the text as well. So next question is, what is the subtitle of Makepeace Thackeray's Vanity Fair? So the answer is A Novel Without a Hero. This is the subtitle of the text. So this novel is taken from Pilgrim's Progress. Alright, please note it down that this novel is taken from Pilgrim's Progress, and this is a satire on Victorian society. So basically this is a attack or a satire on the Victorian society. I'll be going a little bit faster because there are a lot of MCQs, and I will not just be dictating the answer but telling you some basic important things about the text as well. So next question is, what is the subtitle of Makepeace Thackeray's Vanity Fair? So the answer is A Novel Without a Hero. This is the subtitle of the text. So this novel is taken from Pilgrim's Progress. Alright, please note it down that this novel is taken from Pilgrim's Progress, and this is a satire on Victorian society. So basically this is a attack or a satire on the Victorian society. Another important thing is that this text was published in, that is Vanity Fair was published in 1848. I repeat, 1848. Years are very important. Next question. What is the opening lines of Herman Melville's Moby Dick or the Whale? So this is a very easy and a direct question, of course. The lines are, call me Ishmael, inverted commas, call me Ishmael. So this novel Moby Dick was published in 1851. Please note down 1851. It is written by Herman Melville, who is an American novelist, and another important question related to this text is that what is the name of the ship? The name of the ship that is used in this text is Pequod. 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 Pequod is the name of the ship. And another important question is that who is the captain of the ship? Captain of the ship is Ahab. 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 Moving on to the next question. What is the name of the girl that Uncle Tom develops relationship with in Uncle Tom's Cabin? So the name of the girl is Ira, E-R-A. That is the name of the girl. This text was published in 1852 and it was written by Harriet Beecher Stowe. This is all about the slavery, the anti-slavery that started in America in the year 1865. 1865 is the year when anti-slavery started in America. This text revolves around slaves that were treated as animals. Basically, slaves in America, they were treated as animals. Nobody used to ask them anything. They were just punished for even small things. Another important thing about this text is that Abraham Lincoln, when he met Stove, he said that she is the lady who started the war. Means she is addressing to the text Uncle Tom's Cabin, which was written by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Next important question: who is the narrator of Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness? So this is a novella basically published in 1899, and the name of narrator is Charles Marlowe. Now basically Charles Marlowe was a sailor who takes an assignment from a Belgian trading company as a ferry boat captain in the African interior. Now this novel is basically about the African people and the tragedies that were taking place in the African American countries. And moving forward is that Charles Marlowe was in search of a character, or he was basically obsessed by the character Kurtz, and he is to find Kurtz. And when he finds him, he sees that Kurtz is very sick. Kurtz, Kurtz. He is very sick, and when he meets Kurtz before dying, this is an important quotation that can be asked: that who said the horror, the horror. Now when this character Charles Marlowe, who's the narrator, when he meets Kurtz, he's in the cause of dying. Before dying, he says the horror, in quotations. Next question is: Ben Jonson's pleasure reconciled to virtue is what? It is talking about if it is a drama or a novella or a poetry. So this is basically a masque that was written by Ben Jonson. Now masques were introduced in the Jacobean era. They were a type of performances that were performed in banquets or places of where they used to denote fun activities for people. So this was firstly performed on the 12th night. Now the 12th night, that was a date 6 January 1618. Please note down the date. 6 January 1618 were the 12th night, and on this day this masque was performed, that is pleasure reconciled to a virtue. And this masque were performed at the banqueting house at Whitehall Palace. Next question is: first title of Sense and Sensibility. So the title is Elinor, 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 and Maria, Marian, Maria. So this is about two sisters, and this text was published in 1811, and it was written by the famous writer Jane Austen. Next question: who called the modern age the age of anxiety? So it is none other than W.H. Auden. He talks about the modern age as the age of anxiety in his famously written poem. The name of the poem is The Age of Anxiety itself. Next question is: who said new criticism is lemon squeezing? So this was said by T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot is considered to be one of the most important poets of the 20th century. He is a central figure in the English language modernist poetry as well. So this statement was said by T.S. Eliot, that new criticism is lemon squeezing. So next question is: who is the author of the short story The Water? So this was written by Chinua Achebe. As we know that he is a novelist, poet, and an important critic as well. He is best known for his first novel, that is Things Fall Apart, published in 1958. Things Fall Apart, published in 1958, which is most widely read book in the modern African literature. So this short story, The Water, is written by Chinua Achebe. Next question, which year was the MLA style sheet published? So it was 1951. Next question, who believed that rhyme is not an integral part of poetry? So we have two writers who are associated with this. The name of the writer is Horace, 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 and Phillip Sydney. So they believed that rhyme is not an integral part of poetry. Now this is an important chronological based question. We have to arrange them in the order of publication. First I will be talking about all the years. All for Love was published in 1677 by John Dryden. Venice Preserved was written in 1682 by Thomas Otway. The School for Scandal, it was written in the year 1777 by Richard Brinsley. And The Country Wife, last one, was written in the year 1675 by William Wycherley. So the correct order is 4, 1, 2 and 3. 4, 1, 2 and 3. Please note down all the dates in front of this text, and the year of publications are very important. I am repeating it again and again because I know I have analyzed the previous year questions, and chronological order will be asked. You might be asked the year of publication or the writer's era, and you will have to arrange them in chronological order. So again, the chronological order question. So The Country Wife was written in the year 1675 by William Wycherley. The Spanish Tragedy was written in the year 1587 by Thomas Kidd. The Rivals, it was written by Richard Brinsley Sheridan in the year 1775. And Cymbeline was written by William Shakespeare in the year 1611. So the correct chronological order is first the Spanish Tragedy, second is the Cymbeline, third is the Country Wife, and fourth is the Rivals. So last question of this video but not the least. Poetry according to Sir Phillip Sydney is of three types. So it is 1. Religious, second is philosophical, and third is imaginative. So according to Sir Phillip Sydney, three kinds that are related to the poetry are religious, philosophical, and imaginative. So I hope you all have understood the video well. I have tried to explain MCQs and have given a brief detail about the text or the author, and I repeat that years of publication are very, very, very important. They can be asked in chronological order, or they can be asked in say for example, they will give you different kind of texts or the works, and they will say that arrange them in the era in which they were published. So say for example, you will first have to recognize if that is a restoration comedy or the text was written in old English literature, and you will have to arrange them in the chronological order about thinking about the history of English literature. So that's it for today's video. I hope you all have understood the text very clearly and easily. To join our online classes, please email us at megha09academy@gmail.com, or you can directly call or WhatsApp us on the given number. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.